Hello. Today we're going to learn lesson 26 and let's get started. So first one, we're going to add these numbers and then find the write the 5-digit numbers. So let's do number 1 first. We have 20,000 and then 6,000 and then 700. So I'm going to add these numbers. And I'm going to add the numbers in ones place first, and then tens place, and then hundreds place, and thousands place. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0, and it's the same here. And then for hundreds place, we have 0, 0, and then 7. So we're going to write 7 here, and then 6, and there's nothing here, so 2 comes down. So the final answer will be this. Another way you can solve this problem is you add 20,000 and then 6,000 first, and then when you get the number, you add that with 700. That's just another way you can do that, but I personally don't really prefer that because I think that takes more time. So I just write the numbers like this, and then I just add the numbers in places, like in order. Like for me, that's easier. All right. Let's do number 4. We have 5,000, and then we have 500, 31, and then 0.7. So for now, I'm not going to care about this 7 here because that's behind the decimal point. If these numbers had any number behind the decimal point, then I would have had to add that number with 7, but I don't have any, so I'm going to just let it stay here. I'm going to just leave it there, and then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to add the numbers in the places. So ones place first, so I have 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0. So I'm going to write 1 here, and then tens place we have 0, 0, and then 3. So I'm going to write 3 here, and then 5, and then there's nothing in thousands place, so 5 just comes down, and then it will be 5. So this will be the final answer. Alright, let's move on. So next one, we're going to find the missing number, and I'm going to work on number 3. So we had we had this number, and then we subtracted this by 163, and then we got 4,806. So I subtracted this number by 163, and then I got 4,806. That means if I add this number to this, I would get the missing number, right? So I'm going to add this. Alright. So let's add the numbers in ones place first. We have 6 and then 3. So it will be 9. And then 0 plus 6 is 6. And then 8 and then 1. So it will be 9. And then there's nothing here, so the 4 just comes down. So it will be 4. So for number 3, the final answer will be this. Alright. Let's do one more example. Let's do number 5. We have 6,825, and then we subtracted this by something, and then we got 6,334. So I'm going to subtract this by 6,334 so we can find the missing number. So I'm going to subtract this by this, and then let's subtract this from the ones place first. So 5 minus 4 is 1, but then we have a problem here. We have 2 and then 3. So we're going to have to do the regrouping thing. So this 8 will be 7, and it's going to give 1 here. So it's going to be like 12. So 12 minus 3 is 9, right? So this will be 9. And then we're going to subtract, for the hundreds place, we're going to subtract 7 by 3. So 7 minus 3 is 4. And then 6 minus 6 is 0. So we're not going to write it here. So the final answer for number 5 will be 491. Okay? And the next one is multiplying decimals. So as I said in the video for lesson 25, when I multiply decimals, I'm going to take out the decimal point first. Okay, so we have 0.4 and then 0.04. But I'm going to take out the decimal point, so it's going to be just 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. And now I have to see how many, and I need to see how many digits are behind the decimal point. So we have 1 here, and then we have 2 here. So in total, we have 3 digits behind the decimal point, right? So I need to keep that for this answer. So this answer must have 3 digits behind the decimal point too. So I'm going to move it to the left by 3 units. So it will be here. So I'm going to fill in with 0. So the final answer will be 0.016. Okay. So the last one is fraction word problems, and we're going to do number 1. So Josh spent 3/4 of an hour swimming and 5/6 of an hour biking. Afterwards, he ran for 1/8 of an hour. How much time did Josh exercise before he went running? So we have to solve for the time he exercised before he went running. So we're going to add the hours he spent for swimming and then biking. So it will be 3/4 plus 5/6, right? So we need to find a common factor for 4 and 6, and then that will be 12. Common denominator. Yeah, so common denominator will be 12. And in order to make the denominator 12, for this one I have to multiply 3, right? Because 4 times 3 is 12. And for this one I have to multiply 2. But when we multiply something for the denominator, we have to do the same thing for the numerator. So for this one, I'm going to multiply 3 for both sides. And then for this one, I'm going to multiply 2 for both sides. So this will be 9/12 plus 10/12, right? Because 3 times 3 is 9 and 5 times 2 is 10. So the answer will be 19/12 or 1 and then 7/12. Alright, this is it for this lesson, and see you guys on the next video.